What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today we got like a double hitter for you. This is the Fission trail, I guess, versus the Neutron trail. This is kind of like a comparison, not really a versus, but like a comparison. I got a basket way out there, kind of the perfect distance for these, and I'm going to show you the difference between the two. These are my dad's discs. I got a whole bucket of discs I haven't even done videos on. I really want a trail. These are his too. I want to double up on the trails because of how different these fly, which I'm about to show you. So yeah, let's just get into it. And if you see my last video on like the putting thing, I used a different lens and I reset all my settings in my camera, so the focus was completely off. I don't know what I'm planning on selling this camera, so I wasn't planning on using it anymore. But whatever, never mind, just forget it. All right, which one's first? I don't know. I guess the Fission first, because I could do the Neutron first so you can see how that flies. I'm going to throw this as flat as I can. I'm not going to do anything crazy. But I do like to throw this on Anheuser and throw the Fission more flat, which, in these, first I do a hyzer, then I do a flat, then I do Anheuser, so you can tell the difference between the two and the three main shots you would throw with them. I mean, if you want to throw thumbers or tomahawks, whatever you want to do with it, I'm not going to do those. All right, first up, Neutron trail on a hyzer. We're about 275 from the basket. And that's going to hold the entire way, and that's going to go past the basket. That's for sure. All right, and now the Fission trail. And then, whoa, that one actually flipped up to flat, and that's gone, dude. Wow, that's behind the basket. All right, seeing how the trail flipped up so easily on a hyzer, it's probably going to turn over and not come back on flat, and definitely Anheuser. I've only thrown both of these like once or twice, but yeah, so basically if you want something a lot more stable than, a lot more overstable than the Fission, the Neutron is definitely one to pick up. All right, now we're gonna go flat. Oh, that might go in. Oh my God, I almost hit the basket. I don't know if you can see, I don't know how small that is on my camera. I have no idea. But yeah, that one, I mean, that would be cool if I can hit it. I mean, you'll definitely hear it. All right, now the Fission on flat. Oh, that didn't turn over like I thought it would. That might be parked. The thing gets not a ton of skip. I think the Neutron gets more skip, but the rims, I think, are the same texture and the same plastic. So I wouldn't think you would get more or less skip out of either one. I think it might just be the angle that the Neutron is coming in at, because it does fade out a little bit harder than the Neutron or than the Fission, but this is a really good comparison. I love having two different plastics for two different flights, but the same disc. I don't mind mold stacking. I just don't do it all that often. In my opinion, I could, but I think that's becoming more of a thing in my MVP bag, because I don't do that with any other bag really. All right, now for Anheuser, this one might get away from me, but this one flies so good with the stability, and we have a very, very slight headwind. So this does really good in headwind. That one, the Fission, not so much. But this is my preferred way of throwing for distance and really anything else. I think it's way easier and more consistent for me over hyzer flips. So yeah, here we go. That was kind of flat. It did kind of, it looked pretty flat, but it was really nose down. I hope you guys can see how I've been working on my form lately. I feel like I throw pretty different, but I should have showed how much domier this one is. I usually look at the profiles. Haven't done one of these in a while. So yeah, give me a little break on that. I'm actually gonna throw it more direct at the basket because that one you can kind of throw straight and then you can get a reliable fade. This one, not so much. So I'm gonna kind of throw it in hyzer at the basket. Oh yeah, see there? I mean, it's gonna flatten out super late, but that is gone. I barely threw that. I feel like I barely threw that. So yeah, there's the comparison between both, almost said both Fissions, both trails. I think it's pretty sick. I don't have one in my bag yet, but I will. That is sun. I broke my glasses the other day. It sucks. They were official Disc Golf Pro Tour glasses. They were awesome. But yeah, now I'm way overexposed. So yeah, let me know what you think about the trail. I think it's everyone's favorite disc, and I think a lot of other companies are trying to remake it. I think I heard, well, my dad told me that Latitude 64 was coming out with something. Hope you liked it, and I'll catch you in the next one.